2024 was a shockingly good year for war movies, with World War II movies in particular seeing a resurgence and uptick in release and mainstream popularity in 2024. And in this video, I will give you my recommendations of the top 5 war movies of 2024 that I think most viewers of this channel will probably not have seen yet. And these will all be excellent films that I think all viewers of this channel will really enjoy. But before we begin, don't forget, if you love anything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel History Spark. At number 5, it is Goebbels and the Führer, which is perhaps the most unique World War II movie I have ever seen, as this film tells the story of Joseph Goebbels, who was the Minister of Propaganda for the Nazis, and how he was able to garner support and sympathy for the Holocaust and the conquest of much of Europe amongst the general population. The film also depicts in great detail just how effective Goebbels was in his role as propaganda leader till the very end of the war. Goebbels and the Führer has an engaging enough story, but the true highlight of the film is the brilliant acting of the main cast, especially Robert Stadlober as Goebbels and Fritz Karl as Hitler. The cinematography is pretty good here for a low budget film, as is the costume design and set pieces. So if you're looking for a unique spin on World War II movies and for something new in the genre, then Goebbels and the Führer is my recommendation for you. At number 4, it is the Netflix original war movie Will, which tells the story of a young and eager police officer who just joined the police forces in 1942 in the city of Antwerp, Belgium. However, the Nazis are in control of Belgium at this point, and he is conflicted with his need for self-preservation from the terrifying Nazis, but also his desire to help the Jews and do the morally right thing. This is really a gut-wrenching film, which benefits from strong production design across the board, with the film actually feeling like you are witnessing what Belgium must have looked like in 1942. And the acting in this film is serviceable, if not exceptional. But it is really the plot that lets Will down at times, as there's just so much going on at times, and then the film just randomly gets very slow. So a real mixed bag in how the story is played out, but the ending of this film is very climactic and well done, so there is definitely a worthy payoff at the end. If you want a movie that is slower paced and depicts the life very well of a troubled police officer in Nazi-occupied Belgium, then Will is the film for you. At number 3, it is Lee, a biographical film that tells the story of war journalist Lee Miller and her journey from being a model to a photographer and journalist on the front lines of World War II. Lee is a World War II film that does a stellar job of bringing the life of this important journalist to the big screen. But the first act of this film and the overall story is not very engaging, and I feel like the movie could have been much better if more historical background was given to some of the events that Lee was witnessing. However, Kate Winslet as Lee is mesmerizing, and you can really feel how important this role was to her and how engrossed she was within the character. So if you're looking for a unique World War II film with some minor issues but a great watch nonetheless, then Lee is my recommendation for you. At number 2, it is Bonhoeffer, a World War II drama which tells the extraordinary story of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a German pastor and theologian who was a vocal critic of the Nazis and was even accused of being involved in the 20 July plot to assassinate Hitler and several top-ranking Nazis. And whether this accusation was true or false, it eventually did lead to his execution. Bonhoeffer is a movie that benefits from great acting, excellent production quality, and it really highlights just how difficult doing the right thing in a world gone crazy could be. And although I found the first act of this film to be a bit too dragged out and poorly paced, luckily these issues are subsided by the second and third act of the film. So if you're looking for a movie about an inspirational and flawed World War II hero, then Bonhoeffer is my recommendation for you. The top spot on this list goes to Whitebird, a World War II movie which has a grandmother sharing her experiences of World War II as a young Jewish girl trying to not be captured by Nazi soldiers in France with her grandson. Whitebird is by far the best World War II movie of 2024, and the movie has a really engaging and interesting plot, fantastic acting, and a great musical score that really enhances the emotional depth of what is being portrayed on the screen. To be fair, there is actually very little to critique about Whitebird. My main issue is that some bits of the French dialogue were not subtitled, which meant you lost out on some of what was transpiring on the screen. But for a film that is well done, this is a flaw that is easily overlooked. So if you love World War II movies, then Whitebird is the film for you and is one of the most overlooked films of 2024. So please let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video and if there are any other World War II movies or war movies in general from 2024 that you think I may have missed out on. And if you want to stay up to date with everything happening in terms of historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel History Spark, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.